Losing a loved one is undeniably one of life's most profound challenges. In the midst of grief, when the world seems to stand still, we are often faced with overwhelming decisions. Among the heaviest of these burdens is figuring out how to honor their memory, say our final goodbyes, and find a place of comfort for ourselves and our families. Choosing a funeral service provider is a deeply personal and often daunting task. In this guide, we will walk alongside you, offering empathetic, practical steps to help you navigate this difficult choice with clarity and peace of mind. Navigating the days following the loss of a loved one is an incredibly heavy experience. Grief brings a storm of emotions, making even the simplest choices feel overwhelming. When you are asked to make important decisions about funeral arrangements, it is completely normal to feel lost or paralyzed. Taking a step back to breathe and reflect is essential. You do not have to rush through this process alone. By understanding your options and knowing what questions to ask, you can lift some of the weight off your shoulders. Being informed empowers you to honor your loved one's memory with clarity and peace of mind. Finding a compassionate funeral service provider acts as a guiding light during this difficult journey. They serve not just as directors, but as steady partners who help translate your love and memories into a beautiful tribute, allowing you the space to mourn and heal without the burden of planning every detail. Navigating funeral arrangements can feel overwhelming, especially when emotions are high, but it is important to know that you have specific consumer rights designed to protect you. In 1984, the Federal Trade Commission enacted the Funeral Rule. This federal regulation ensures transparency and helps you make informed decisions during a difficult time. The cornerstone of the Funeral Rule is your right to receive a general price list, often referred to as a GPL. Any funeral home you visit in person is legally required to hand you this document to keep before discussing any arrangements. The GPL acts as a menu of all their offerings, allowing you to clearly see what everything costs up front. Another crucial aspect of the Funeral Rule is your right to choose only the goods and services you actually want. You are not required to purchase bundled packages that include items you do not need. Whether it is a specific casket, an urn, or a memorial service, the itemized pricing gives you the control to customize arrangements that fit your family's wishes and your budget. Finally, there is a common misconception regarding embalming. Under the Funeral Rule, funeral providers cannot claim that embalming is legally required for every situation. While it may be necessary for certain arrangements, such as a public viewing or crossing state lines, direct cremation and immediate burial do not require it. Knowing these rights empowers you to advocate for yourself and your loved one. When you are ready to begin, the first step is often the simplest, yet the most important: starting your search online. A quick search for funeral providers in your local area will likely yield several immediate options. This is just the beginning of your research phase, allowing you to gently explore what is available nearby without any immediate pressure. Once you have gathered a list, take the time to explore their websites. Look for clear transparency in their services and pricing. Comparing different providers side by side can help you understand the variety of offerings, from traditional services to more personalized memorial options. Pay attention to how clearly they communicate their value and whether their approach aligns with your family's specific needs and budget. Next, carefully consider the experiences of others. Checking online reviews can provide valuable, real-world insights into a funeral home's reputation and the true quality of their care. While every family's experience is unique, consistently positive feedback about a provider's empathy, professionalism, and attention to detail can give you much-needed peace of mind as you narrow down your choices. Finally, don't hesitate to make an initial phone call. This is a crucial step to gather basic information and, most importantly, gauge their responsiveness and tone. Pay close attention to how you are treated. A compassionate, patient, and knowledgeable voice on the other end is a strong indicator of the level of care and supportive guidance your family will receive. When you sit down with a funeral director, remember that you are in control. This is the time to gather information, and a reputable provider will welcome your questions, answering them with patience and clarity. Preparing a list of crucial questions can help guide this emotional conversation.
Start by asking about pricing transparency. Under the Federal Trade Commission's Funeral Rule, you have the right to request a printed or electronic general price list. Ask the director to clearly explain the difference between their bundled package options and their itemized services. You want to ensure you are only paying for the specific arrangements you actually need and want.
Next, inquire about specific care and preparation policies. You should ask, what are your specific policies regarding embalming? It is important to know that embalming is rarely required by law, depending on your state and timeline. You should also explore customization. Ask, how can we personalize the ceremony to truly reflect our loved one's unique life, beliefs, and passions? Finally, do not hesitate to discuss financial logistics. Ask, do you offer flexible payment plans, or do you work directly with life insurance assignments? Gathering all of this information up front will give you peace of mind, ensuring you can beautifully honor your loved one's memory without taking on unexpected financial stress. As you navigate your options, it is crucial to recognize the difference between a supportive partner and one that might add to your stress. Pay close attention to your intuition and look for specific warning signs. Be cautious of high-pressure sales tactics. If a provider pushes you toward expensive packages or makes you feel rushed during such a vulnerable time, that is a major red flag. Another warning sign is a lack of transparency. If pricing is unclear or you cannot get a straight answer about the services included, it is best to look elsewhere. On the other hand, trust signals are clear from the moment you reach out. A trustworthy funeral home will have a warm, inviting environment with compassionate staff who prioritize your needs over a sale. Look for clear, upfront pricing, a well-maintained facility exterior, and a genuinely helpful funeral director who takes the time to listen and answer every question. Choosing a funeral service provider is never an easy task, but by understanding your options, asking the right questions, and leaning on your support system, you can find a dedicated partner who truly honors your loved one's memory. Please remember to take your time, breathe, and prioritize what truly matters for your family's healing process. For additional support, more resources, and a comprehensive guide to help you through this journey, visit funeralus.com. Choosing a funeral service provider is never easy, but by taking these steps, you empower yourself to make informed choices during a difficult time. Remember, you don't have to navigate this alone, and asking the right questions ensures your loved one is honored with care and dignity. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please consider giving it a gentle like and subscribe to our channel for more supportive content. We also invite you to share your own experiences or ask any questions in the comments below. Take care of yourself and each other.